Hi, everyone. My name is Graham. I am the life coach for moms, and I'm back with another unscheduled Facebook Live because I'm having feelings. It's happening again. The emails are starting and the Facebook posts. I don't know if it's a seasonal thing, if this is an every fall type thing, but yesterday I saw 4 friends sharing separate articles, not even the same article, about women and confidence. There were genetic components to confidence. There were lean in type quotes. There's just confidence everywhere, and how to instill more self-confidence into your children as well. So not only are we screwing ourselves up, but now we are passing this on to our kids. And this is a cycle that is never going to end unless we are the ones who end it. So here's the thing. I'm going to be super honest with all of you. Confidence is kind of crap. I know you've all seen that post or the Facebook like little meme thing that goes around that says, live your life with the confidence of a mediocre white man. And it's hilarious. It's really funny. But the studies that they've all shown is that men, and white men in particular, have confidence out of all proportion with reality. And that doesn't help anybody, okay? What you need, you, mama who is watching this right now, isn't confidence. It's courage. True confidence, knowing that you can do something, comes after you've done it. If it is a product of having done something well or having lived through an experience, then how are you supposed to have it before you do the thing? There is no book that you can read that will teach you how to have an end result before you have done the thing. Sorry to half of the self-help books out there. Oops. It just doesn't exist, y'all. And for all the time that you spend worrying about, I should have more self-confidence. If only I had more self-confidence, then I could do this thing or that thing. You're waiting and waiting and waiting for something that's just not coming. So here's the thing. Be scared. Scared is fine. There is nothing wrong with scared. We have this American, maybe it's Western in general. I don't know. All I really know about is the US. We have this thing here where we are all so disdainful of fear. We tell our children that there's nothing to be scared of when that's a lie. We tell ourselves that there's nothing to be scared of when that's a lie. There are 1,000,001 things to be scared of. It's just truth. There's a lot out there that is scary as hell. There's nothing wrong with being afraid. Feel the fear and do the thing anyway. And we have to stop instilling this thing in our children of just be confident, because that's not a word that they understand. It's not a concept that we can really explain. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Totally makes sense, but it's harder. It's harder for us to ask that of ourselves, and it's harder for us to ask that of our kids. But I'm telling y'all, feel the fear and do it anyway. Courage, bravery, that's what we need. That's what we need from ourselves. It's what we need from our children. It's what we needed from our parents. It is what the world needs right now. I also personally really need you all to stop sharing the confidence articles. Stop it. Because every time you do, my blood pressure goes up like 5 points. And I'm just going to have my doctor start yelling at you and not me. I feel like that's just the simplest thing for all of us. Thank you. I'm so glad it makes sense. I'm starting to get comments. I love getting comments. So please share what you're thinking. So here's the thing. There are starting to be more books and articles and thoughts out loud about fear and how you can make friends with fear and how you can learn to accept fear in your life. There are many religious practices around fear in pretty much every religion, major religion, minor religions, however you want to codify those. There are practices around fear, how to accept fear, how to breathe through fear, how to walk through fear. It is a part of the human condition. And so if we as parents are going to reclaim our humanity, are going to actively reclaim our humanity every single day, then one of the things that we have to do is figure out a way to accept our fear for ourselves, our fear for our children. I have a series of articles that I am going to be writing this morning. And I'm terrified. I'm terrified to write them. I'm terrified to publish them. I'm terrified that the person who asked me to write them is going to hate them, is going to laugh at me, is going to say, this is not at all what I wanted. This is horrible. You should go home and never write again. I don't need confidence to be able to open that blank document on my computer and start working. My son does not need confidence in order to get on the school bus in the morning with a bunch of kids that he doesn't know, most of whom are way bigger than him. He doesn't know that it's going to be okay. He doesn't know that everything's going to work out, which is where confidence, true confidence, comes from, right? He needs courage. He needs to know that it's okay to be scared and that fear doesn't have to stop him. Fear is natural and normal, and fear is something that we can work with. Fear is there to tell us, hey, pay attention. Pay attention to this thing because it's important. Not necessarily run away from this thing, just pay attention, right? So when he feels scared, we take a few deep breaths and we say, what do we need to pay attention to? And when I feel scared about these articles that I'm about to write, y'all, what is it that I need to pay attention to? Part of it is that this is really important stuff that I'm about to write. And part of it is that I have a lot of perfectionist crap that I need to work through. And so I can say to myself, all right, we just have to write them with the perfectionist crap, with knowing that it's hard, with being terrified, with my hands shaking and my spelling probably being horrible and the stops and starts and stops and starts and stops and starts. With all of that, just keep writing. So feel the fear and do it anyway. I have a laptop skin on my computer and a sweatshirt and a t-shirt that says, be scared, not silent. Scared is fine. Fear is fine. Fear is good. Fear is telling us to pay attention. I'm so glad that you like this. This is usually what gets me yelled at. As people say, what women need nowadays is more self-confidence. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't think that emulating all of the traits of mediocre white men is the way to go. So I love the Facebook meme that says, have the confidence of a mediocre white man, but I don't think that that's the way that we need to go. I think courage is so much more instructive than confidence. Courage is so much more generative than confidence. Courage is just so much more. It's just more. And I want more for all of us. I want more for you and me. So courage can also be really hard when you're doing it alone. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with reaching out to somebody else and saying, I am so scared, right? Having friends, having people around you that you can be honest with. So having, if you're a professional, having some type of a writing group. If you are trying to get a job and that's what you need courage for, joining a group of people who are all looking for jobs, parenting groups, wherever your leading edge is where you need courage, reach out to others who are going through that same thing and have some courage together. Yeah? If you're a mom, that's the Mom Center. Hi, I already made that for you. You don't even have to look anywhere. We already do that. I got you. We're done. But cultivate that. Cultivate that in your life. Cultivate that with your children. Have these conversations with your children that there is absolutely nothing wrong with being scared. It's okay for them to be scared of the dark. It's okay for them to be scared of the big bad world outside of your house. It is okay for them to be scared of standing up in front of their class. It is okay for them to be scared of whatever the heck it is that they're scared of. They're scared of it for a reason. Let's talk about that reason. Let's find out what that fear is asking us to pay attention to. It's a little bit more work. It's a lot of bit more work. I'm not going to lie. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of it more work. Hey, Bobby, good morning. Hi, Beth. Beth is here. Is it clear in Seattle yet, Beth? I know it's been scary there. It's hard to have courage alone, y'all. Having courage alone. It's rough. I actually learned about this from my coach, Tara Moore, has an entire section in one of her books called Playing Big. If you don't have that book, you should just go get that book. Go get that book. And there's an entire section on courage versus confidence. And I read the book while I was going through one of her coaching programs, and it blew my entire mind. And that group call of all of us talking about this, there were more tears. There were more, it was the longest session, like we went overtime. It was the deepest session. And in my own coaching practices, whenever we bring this up, courage versus confidence, whenever we talk about this in a group setting, which now y'all are reminding me I should probably do another one because this works really well when you're talking, when you're able to say, this is my thing, right? When Beth can say, this is what I am scared of. And the rest of the group can say, oh yeah, Beth, we hear you. And Bobby can say, this is what I'm scared of. And the rest of the group can mirror that back. This is where this works the best, right? It's really hard to do this on your own. So I'll do one soon. I'll do one soon. This is me promising you guys that I will do one soon. But yeah, every time in recovering from recovery, in the Mom Center, in every coaching group that I do, when we hit this topic, it goes long, it goes deep. It's always really hard. This is really hard. And part of it is just social conditioning and the way that women are and those who present as women and girls growing up, the way that we're talked to and the way that we're taught. When somebody says to you over and over and over again, women need to have more confidence, then what you start to assume is that women don't have enough, whether you personally do or not. Even if you're totally confident, if I tell you enough times that women need to have more confidence, you'll start saying, oh God, I need to have more confidence. I'm a woman. I need to have more confidence, whether you actually do or not. So if we can change the discussion to courage, to making friends with our fear, to walking with our fear, instead of fighting our fear and walking through our fear and battling through our fear and all of those very combative terms, if we can change it to this thing where we let our fear instruct us, we let our fear sit with us, we let our fear move with us, it changes the entire narrative. The entire narrative, especially for those who were raised as women and girls, especially for us. Oh, hey, wow, there's comments. I totally knew there were comments. You read Playing. I love that book. I love the book. I throw it at everybody that I work with. I don't actually throw it at people. I don't actually throw it at people, but I do recommend it to pretty much everyone all the time. Tara, if you're watching this, 5% back wouldn't go amiss because I'm selling your book for you. So, 5%, 10%, just throwing that out there. Gail said she was always labeled as bossy, pushy, tomboyish as a little girl. Yeah. Yes. Instead of confident, capable, a leader, right? Yeah, we have got to stop doing this. We've got to stop gendering emotions. It doesn't make any sense. Y'all, the whole world is confusing me. The whole world. I have gone way over my time. I was supposed to be doing my scary writing at 9 a.m. and it is now 9:07. You should all stop being so interesting. Stop talking to me because you're making me talk back to you. Stop being fun, guys. It's too early in the morning for fun. But I came on here because I was annoyed and I was slightly pissed. And now I'm in a much better mood. So thank you all for joining me for our mini impromptu kitchen table therapy session. I really appreciate that. And if you're looking for some support, if you need a place where, you know, people will have your back as you learn how to have more courage, definitely come hang out with us in the Mom Center. This is what we do. This is what we do all the time. We have an entire resource section that has podcasts and books and all kinds of stuff. So just, yeah, come hang out with us. My scheduled Facebook Lives are on Monday mornings and Thursday mornings, but apparently I'm just here any old day. So make sure that you're following Graham Seabrook CLC. If you've liked this video, make sure that you share it, please, so that other mamas can like this video. And if you haven't clicked on See First, so that you make sure you never miss a video, do that. Come hang out with me in my really dirty kitchen. If anybody would like to come clean my kitchen, send me a private message. I will send you my address. Until Monday or earlier, everybody take really good care of yourselves. All right? Mwah. Have a great day.